How's it going? This is Odd.
Hey, it's Red here.
And Mal.
And you're about to listen to our podcast. I'm just going to give you a heads up. Probably not the greatest for having your kids around.
Nope.
We are a 18-plus podcast, and we would appreciate if you would take that into consideration, as we honestly have horrible mouths. And obviously,
influences will ruin your life.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, by what our name is, we are the Ganja people.
And I was smoking during this intro.
Hey, I'm Odd.
I'm Red.
And I'm Mal.
And we are the Ganja people. 1, 2, 3, go. Ha-ha!
Does size really matter, guys? We'll tell you by the end of the show.
It's like the first thing he says in the show. So does size really matter?
We'll tell you.
We'll
tell you. So, yeah.
Okay. I thought there was something. I thought something was going to happen there, and then you're like, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, okay.
You sounded like you were on track to do something with your voice, and then you were like, and I quit.
No.
Like you were going to say something, and then you're like, oh, I don't know.
No.
Sorry.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Wait, pay attention.
Not
By the
paying
way,
attention.
hey! I have to do it every episode.
Yeah, you're just like,
yeah.
You know, you say that, and Tux puts his head up, he's like,
the dog's
there's somebody
instantly
here?
hooked.
Who's here?
Who's here?
Oh, see anybody.
I'm looking around. I'm looking around.
What the fuck you doing, man? You just fucking throw me off.
I yelled that earlier today.
And then, lays back down.
I yelled hey earlier when you were playing with your cousin on Apex, and the dog started barking and ran at the door. Because they thought somebody was here.
Good damn fucking stupid. So is that from DJ, or is that from...
Yes, it's from DJ.
Okay. Is it the fluff shit? It doesn't look like it.
It is the Blue Dream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we had last week.
Yep. It's
So,
everywhere right now.
We would
Yeah,
start
it's like
off with the green
bombarding
hit
us.
of the night, but we're going to quickly segment into the product of the night, because tonight we have bought a brand new grinder, the new Ganja grinder.
Wait, who's we? You and the turd in your pocket?
Yeah, me.
Because we didn't help you.
Me and me, yeah.
You know, I mean, we use it.
We use it.
So I could have just said we, and we could have left it at
I'm
that.
sorry, it was funny, okay?
Anyway, me bought grinder. Me want to talk about it.
And we all use it.
It is a really nice grinder I got off of Amazon for about $30. It's a Kozo grinder. It's a 4-piece grinder. Comes apart everywhere. It even lets the screen come out. Now, the teeth are really nice of it. Everybody's watching me right now grind it up. I ground up, about 5 turns, and it's pretty ground up already. It's going to be going down in the holes, and, fucking works like a good grinder.
Like it grinds nice and smooth.
Oh, it's a really nice, smooth.
I like that you
grinder.
can see your...
And there's the window.
Yeah.
There's a nice little weed window so you can see how full your weed is.
What are all the sections in that thing now?
So there's the top, which is the grinder, and then there's the catch, and then the part that comes apart is also for the keef trap. So you can actually clean out the keef trap,
You mean
like take it out, the whole screen, and you can wash it out, and then there's your keef trap at the very bottom. So it's like your normal grinder, but the only difference is it has a nice little window for the catch bin. So.
Okay, so my next question is, I was looking them up because I want one. And most of them I were finding were 5-piece ones. And I'm like, what could possibly be the 5th piece? Because
the 5th piece is the screen.
Yeah,
it comes out, it's its own piece.
He showed you last time he was
I know,
here.
but that explains so
So
much.
it'll be 1,
There's the middle piece.
2, 3, 4, and then the screen.
It's 5.
Oh,
yeah.
that would explain why I couldn't find what I was trying to find.
Right.
Okay,
Oh.
thank you.
Now, they do have a cheaper version of this grinder for I think it's $20-25. I'm not too sure. It doesn't have the window in it.
Right.
But, I mean, For what it is, it's the same exact grinder. It's just the difference is the middle piece.
I like the window.
But here's the thing, though. If you don't keep your shit clean all the time, you wouldn't be able to see through the window anyways.
Right.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm just saying.
I like it
Because
dirty.
there ain't no way in fuck you could ever see through our grinder, even if it was see-through. You couldn't see through it with a fucking torch for 5 seconds going with you.
You leave our grinder alone. That bastard has been through a lot and is holding strong, okay?
So, that
Just needs
being
clean.
said, Marco.
Pull up. Bang, bang.
Now we're going to quickly move over to our greenhead of the night.
Oh, I don't have a lighter.
Oh, look at that. Your wife has 2,
Shocker.
I think. I might
Holy fuck, Biden.
Yeah, you might want
You
to
might
tap
have
that down a little bit.
overstuffed that a little
I
bit.
might have lied. I think I only have 1.
So, we're starting off tonight with The Child.
The Child is a small... I say small because it's definitely a small chillum.
It is
It
a
is.
very small chillum.
But it's
Like,
my favorite chillum.
maybe 2.5 inches at a max.
I've had this chillum forever.
And I've had this chillum since first time I smoked at it with Red. Because we now share it.
Yeah.
Ours.
I didn't even get a chance, like...
That's really going right.
Yeah.
Good God. I wouldn't even have to... Oh, no. Yeah, you're good.
I love this thing. I've had it forever. It hits... I've never seen another chillum like it.
Well, it's made so it's able to sit like this.
Yep.
Like, it's made perfectly for that. Even though,
I used to do that all the time.
Even though I probably
All
wouldn't
the
recommend doing it just because it's... I mean, it's durable, but...
To talk about this thing's durability, I've had it bounced off concrete. I've had it bounce off wood. I've had it bounce downstairs. Like,
Yes, guys, this has not been since we co-owned it because I babied the fuck out of it.
this thing, I've woken up with it underneath my back against a piece of wood and a couch.
You're telling me this.
And it did not snap in half
Yeah,
while
it's-
my fat ass was rolling around on top of it.
It was actually last show you were talking about.
Yeah. This thing, I've had it forever. It is my trust and true little blue. Like, it is fucking crazy.
It's funny. He's got a little rhyme to go for it.
Actually, I came up with that on the spot.
Sweet.
I know, right?
So, we went to the beach the other day, right, to find beach wood, or driftwood and beach glass and...
And shells and pretty rocks. I got
You know,
a whole butter.
pretty
Right,
rocks.
right. Pretty rocks, you know, it's a nice beach day.
I
Yeah.
like pretty rocks.
So, we went to Long John Silver's, which took a hot minute to go through this line of...
Yeah.
They had the biggest jackass fucking setup I've ever seen in my life. You can fit 5 cars in their drive-through, and then you're in the middle of West 26th Street. Like the busy part right on
Right,
Peninsula there. Right before Peninsula. Stupid all. So we got done with that, and we had to go to Burger King. So another half hour.
Oh, my God.
And then they fucked up our order, and Jordan was getting a triple Whopper with double cheese and bacon with no vegetables. And they gave him a double Whopper with no cheese.
What the fuck? They screwed him $1.
And no cheese, and they put all the vegetables on it. He's like, what in the actual
exact
fuck?
opposite of what he asked for.
So I had to go back and wait another 10 minutes because they locked their doors early because they didn't have enough employees. I'm
my
so
God.
tired of this fucking, like, I get it. I don't want to work for $14 an hour or $12 an hour or $10 an hour. I get it. Nobody does. Guess what? All of us that are older have worked the shitty jobs and shit. We started out there too. Or, you know, I've worked plenty of jobs that I made $4 an hour bartending.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I've never worked anything that wasn't minimum wage except for one factory job.
I've lived off minimum wage and subpar minimum wage.
Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. And, like, it's just such bullshit nowadays. I'm like, oh my God. So many places aren't even able to be open the whole day. What are you doing?
Fucking up my fingers.
Oh, I can do
Okay.
that too.
I've never done this before. Can most people do this?
Would you see it on Facebook or something?
No, I was sitting here and I'm like, I wonder if I could do that.
I used to
Oh
do
my
that as a
God.
kid.
I've never done this before.
You guys are dumb.
I'm sorry.
But, like, I'm so fucking tired of, like, everywhere's looking for places. People aren't open anymore. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I think that's the reason why we're so busy at our store.
Yeah, because you're the only people who have fucking employees.
Well, like, McDonald's, they're so fucking slow right now. I felt so bad for that dude, Ben, this morning. He was doing every job by himself this morning. I was like, oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped to get you an apple fritter. And he was doing every job at 6 o'clock by himself, besides the cooking, I think. I was like, damn, son, like...
That poor dude.
And he's a really nice guy.
P.S.
Yeah, he is.
Jordan needs a name for the podcast, because I feel bad that he's literally the only person who doesn't have a nickname.
Jordy the Gordy.
No, I have a better name.
We can just call him Cheese Man.
No, we're just going to call him The Cheese.
The cheese.
The cheese.
The cheese.
He is the cheese.
All right, the cheese.
The cheese.
The big cheese.
The bigger cheese.
Oh, God.
Guys.
This is going to be interesting.
Especially when he's on this show. He'll be like, every time somebody says his name, it'll be like, the cheese. The big cheese.
Fire, 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 fire.
Guys.
Oh, man.
Speaking of fire, we had a fun one over the weekend.
Yeah, we did.
That was a good time. Oh, man, we had a whole bunch of people out here. He just wants to lay next to you.
No, he wants to get through here, and he's
he
causing
wants-
problems, and he's making a lot of creaking noise.
Oh, I know what he wants to do. He's trying to get over here so he can lay on this blanket right here in front of me.
That you're sitting on.
Yeah.
Just throw it over there.
No, because when my legs get cold, I want it. Or are you going to go get me another one at halftime?
You can get your own fucking blanket at halftime.
Or you could...
That's his blanket.
It's our blanket.
No, that's his blanket. We brought it out here so he could lay on it, so he'd leave us the fuck alone.
No, so he'd leave you alone. It drives you crazy.
Yeah, you sit in the comfortable chair, I sit in the piece of shit, and he has to try to lay on me. Like,
I mean,
no.
He just wants to snuggle.
No.
This is Patrick.
No.
I think he might want in the house, too.
Do you want to go inside? Do you want
to go in
to...
the hoose? You want to go in the hooser?
See, he wants in the hoose.
It's not my turn. I was just in there. I had to deal with the baby.
You want in?
Red's closer.
I'm the closest one. I'll walk away from my mic and make loud noises.
He's going to let the doggy in because he wants to go in.
We're going, Bubsy? Come on. Go in the house.
He must be thirsty. He's probably thirsty or hungry.
Well, now he's stuck in the house.
Because, you know, he looks like he's missed a meal or two. Just kidding. He
In
really
his
doesn't.
lifetime.
No, yeah, maybe in his lifetime.
No, he's
Sure
never,
hasn't been
he's-
since he lived here.
He's never missed a meal, not with us.
And I can guarantee you, my grandma did not let him miss a meal.
Okay, now that I'm back to my volume, you can actually participate in this conversation that I was participating in.
Oh, you can hear you still, I'm sure.
Probably, but I'll be like...
No, you can still
It'd be
hear
like the peanuts. Wah, 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 wah. Don't give me that look.
Wah, wah, wah,
I was
wah,
playing...
wah.
Okay, so I was playing Apex yesterday with this kid, and I was talking in my Kermit voice.
Mm-hmm.
And this fucking kid, I was like... He's like... I know that voice. What voice is it? I'm like... Who the fuck doesn't know who Kermit the Frog is? And I was like, it's Kermit. He's like, oh, I'd never watched that when I was a kid.
What?
I'm not that old. I was like, who the fuck's never watched Sesame Street as a kid?
I'm not that old.
Like,
he
I don't want to
says.
hear that shit.
Are you fucking kidding? We're 31. We're not old.
Excuse me, I'm 30. I'm gonna hard own that.
Okay, regardless, the boy about shit a brick yesterday when he found out that we're older than Google.
That was the funniest shit.
Oh
He looks at me and he goes, are you serious or are you messing with me? I'm like, no, I'm dead serious. We are older than Google.
There was a time we could not Google the interwebs.
And he
Well,
just
you didn't
like,
have a fucking cell phone either, and if
No.
you did, there was no fucking internet on it.
If you had a cell phone, you were important.
and you had to pay for text messages unless
Yes.
it was after 9.
It was also by character.
Uh-huh.
Oh, many of mine were by character for a while. Oh, yeah.
Like, it was ridiculous.
My parents didn't get me a texting phone until it was per message.
Legit, this
Yeah,
is me.
I had to pay for it.
I didn't get one.
After
until it was per
they
message.
got me an unlimited text messaging phone, my phone messages went from like 30 to 10,507.
Oh, no, dude, I can do you one better. I didn't get a phone until it was by the message, charged by the message. And I was only allowed to do a whole lot of texting after 9 when it was free. After I got one that I could just text whatever the fuck I wanted to, I went from roughly about the same, around 30 to 50 a month, something like that, to, I think it was 30,000 and something.
Oh, yeah. So, I had like 20, 30,000 every month, too.
I had a bunch of friends in California, and I would call them for me after 9, and it would still be because they're receiving a call. It'd be a free call for them. So we would talk from like 9 till midnight every night just to keep in touch.
That's
Then
awesome.
get right after school and we would just bullshit.
My stepmom got mad at me one time because one of my classmates messaged me, text me about homework. Like what our assignment was or a question about it or something. I can't remember. It had something to do with homework. And it was like 6 p.m. So it wasn't free texting and she was losing her shit.
Oh my. Did you guys have so many texts for your whole plan?
Yeah. Yeah, and I had a phone, and they had a phone. And I think my sister had a phone, too.
I got you. So you were using her text messages then?
Yeah.
I gotcha. Yeah, me and my mom had to share, I think, $600 a month at one point in time.
We
had
had
a
to share
flip
less
phone.
than that.
My family had, at one point, we were all doing 1,000. And we kept in our texts, and after 9, it was free texting. And I made sure with my parents, 100% it was free after 9. Because I blew up every motherfucker's phone I could after 9.
Oh, yeah. Well, like, I always had stuff, like, I don't know. I always had people get a hold of and shit.
I talk a lot. We know this. And even then.
I got my first, like, legit cell phone when I was 16.
That's when
I had a track phone at, like, 13 or 14.
And
I had to pay for it myself.
I had a Cellular One. Bright silver flippy phone with a blue screen.
I had a Virgin Mobile until it was a Verizon phone.
I had a track phone, like what Straight Talk is. That's the company that they're run by is
Track phone.
Track phone. But yeah, I had a track phone, and you just paid for your service. It was like, I don't know, $20 a month, and then you had to pay for your text messages and all that bullshit.
Right.
And, like, it cost me, like, $40 a month, $50 a month. And then when I was 16, my mom got a cell phone because she had to at the store.
Right.
She just needed it. Like, she was just gone enough to the point where it was important for her to have a cell phone. So I got mine then.
I got ya. My
I was
parents
16.
got me one because I was 16, and they're like, okay, you probably should have one because your friends are going to start driving. You are probably going to start driving. I'd feel better if you had a cell phone. I'm like, fair enough.
I started going out because before I moved into town, I used to live like on the outskirts of town, so I didn't really need a phone. But when I moved into town, I started going out to like all my friends' houses and everything, and they're like, "We think it's time you got a phone because we need to be able to get a hold of you whenever." And I'm like, "Fair enough." And then they gave me a phone, and then I was like, "Okay." Then I just used it for just the calls that my parents did. And then eventually I got the Verizon phone from my parents. And then that was when I started getting more crazy with texting because it was unlimited. And
I got ya.
yeah.
Our 9-year-old thinks he needs a phone. And we're like, no, you don't.
No.
That's not happening. His tablet's broke. That we did not get him, by the way. We did not buy that.
Right.
Yeah, no, it's going to stay broke.
Sucks to suck, don't it?
Yeah. I'm not all about that. He thinks he needs it. I'm like, no, I don't think you do. I didn't even have a cell phone until I was 16. You'll be alright.
Fuck, I wasn't even on the internet until I was like at least 14, 15.
I didn't have the patience for the dial-up shit I had as a kid.
I was on the internet at 9 or 10, but my parents would be
right there
behind me or in the room.
We were not.
My parents, like, I played it on MSN games and shit.
Yeah, that's what I would be doing.
Like, young.
Like, I'd be in an area where I'd be in earshot, so they knew I wasn't trying to watch porn or something at 9.
Back then, though, like,
that really wasn't
everything you could find, you could either find, like, a picture, or, like, you had to pay for it. It was some sort of back in them days.
Yeah.
They didn't have all these
Basically-
ridiculous ass sites
No.
they have nowadays.
No, basically when I got on the computer, it was so I could use the little paint app that used to be on them fucking dinosaur computers.
Oh, I played the pinball.
And I played the
Pinball.
pinball.
that
3D
space,
yeah.
that 3D space pinball machine.
and
Oh,
I played
man.
Minesweeper. I never won it.
I played
Oh,
a lot of
I played
RuneScape when it came out and online.
I used to like to play spades, too.
My mom
Spades.
used to play Where is Carmen Sandiego or something like that on the computer all the time.
There was
On a floppy disk.
I used to play Heroes, too.
right.
Oh, man, I loved Heroes.
Oh crap! I can't remember.
You know what?
Oh, the Amazon Trail CD you got with the cereal box.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, I played the shit out of that too.
I sucked at that game.
Yeah, I was awful at it.
I never made it to the
I think I
end.
made it to the end once, and it was because I harpooned this giant ass fish that gave me food for the rest of the trip. I was like, oh, okay.
I always either drown or we all died of disease every single time.
Are you guys talking like an Oregon Trail?
Yeah!
But there was also one that came in a cereal box in the 90s that was Amazon Trail.
Okay.
And you just went up the fucking river and you were learning about the Amazon Trail in probably one of the most boring ways possible. But
And back then, that's all we had.
yeah,
We
the
used
best
to
part
play-
was fishing. Just like in Oregon Trail, the best part was hunting.
Yeah. I used to love playing Oregon Trail. When I was in 5th grade, I had Mr. Alexander.
Marco.
Pull up.
Pull up.
I had Mr. Alexander. And half the time that you were in his show, or in, Jesus Christ, in his class, you were on the computer. And you did all your math on the computer, and you did, like, that's what he taught on. Because he's like, you're going to have to deal with computers a lot as an adult, I feel like. So he had every kid had a complete computer in his class.
That's cool.
It was a desk computer, of
You
course.
guys remember when we had to take those typing classes?
Yeah.
With the program that had the little ghosty hands and showed you how to move your fingers?
I hated those because they also were like, let's drape this piece of cloth over your fingertips. I'm like, look, let me look at the keyboard. I will type so much faster. I've played so much RuneScape where I'm sitting there trying to sell off food or something. And I'm like, all the fucking time. Just let me look at the keyboard. I'll do everything as fast as you want me to.
Oh, I got pretty decent at it.
Oh, that's pretty good.
My
Oh
mom
yeah, you
taught
had to
me
have the
before.
cloth on your hand, and
My mom
Yeah.
thought learning to type was an important job for a woman, so I could get an office job. So she taught me how to type early.
of course.
I never did have an office job, by the way.
Nice.
No, listen, okay. I worked in a powdered metal factory for a while as a technician, which is one step up from an operator. So basically, I run the department. Lead off isn't there? With the amount of overtime that I had and what I was making, I made more than my mom did that year, and she was pissed. Like, she threw a full-blown tantrum because because I made more than she did that year. But her job was quote-unquote harder. I'm like, have you ever worked in a factory that
Right.
wasn't in the office? Like, have you ever done that? Because, first of all, to even get the technician job, I had to prove I could do it. Because it was considered a man's job. They didn't let women have it. The only reason they let me have it is because I pitched a fit and told them I could prove I could do it, and I did.
I think it's funny. The sad thing is every parent should want their children to do better than them in life.
But they don't
Truly.
want them to have you succeed past them while they're actively grinding.
I don't care. Like, if our kids, like, one of our kids was like...
At least that's what I'm understanding from her mom's point of view.
Right.
My mom's not grinding, though.
Doing her getting this bread.
Yeah, like working.
I got ya.
But, like, if the boy, the other boy, the baby, any of them were like a 20-year-old millionaire because they invented something really stupid and easy. Like, something awesome.
I'd cry because I'd be so proud
Like,
of them. Like,
I'd be proud of them. I wouldn't give a fuck if they
I
were
think-
farther than me in life.
I think it's more of the level of, like, oh, she's getting paid a couple more dollars than what I'm getting paid, and I've been busting my ass for twice as long.
Oh, it was okay, because when we
But it's just how petty her mom is.
Right.
when we
That's
lived
really
with
what
her,
it is.
okay, and we hadn't told her yet we were house shopping, and my brother got pissed off at me and told her, and she was so pissed, and we had such a huge fight because she had wanted me to take her house and us take over that payment and her get to go buy a new house.
Oh, yeah, no.
Now, Red knows and Odd knows what her house is like. You guys don't.
No.
Trust me, okay?
No.
It needs bulldozed over. It's dying. And she was mad because I was going to have a brand new house, and she has never gotten that in her life. That's literally what she said.
Well, like
when
I bought this, you know what I mean? Like when me and Mal bought this, and we had it built and everything, nobody in my family had a brand new house ever either.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like, but my mom was super excited for us. She's like, "That's awesome."
Dude,
She's
she
like,
went out and bought us all kinds of, like, you know that random shit you don't realize you need when you move in somewhere until you fucking need it, like a plunger.
Right.
And, you know, all that weird nonsense. Dude, she set us up.
But like, she was like, "You guys are only 7 miles away. Awesome."
She was so happy.
Like, she's happy that she has her own space because she's not near me, but at the same time, she's close enough that if there's like something going on, she can be here really quick.
She can be here.
And her grandbabies are here, so, like, she could easily come see the kids.
Like on her way home from Corey, because we're like halfway home, really. It's just like a little bit of a detour.
She'll call me and be like, "Hey, can we do lunch? I'll bring lunch over." Yeah, okay.
She's like, "All right, I'll be there in 5 minutes." Like, she's already halfway here.
Wow.
But at the same time, like, it's just one of those things. But, like, I don't know. It's just crazy to me to be like that with your child. You should want the best you can have for your child. Like, you should hope that you taught them well growing up and that they could be something awesome. Not being like, "Oh, well, I've never had that." Like, really? Like, really?
Right.
Are you fucking with me right now?
She used to tell me all the time, "You made your bed, now lie in it." Okay, well, that's karma. You made your fucking bed over the last, what? How old am I? 31, so she's 41. 51. 51
I was going to say, she had you at 11? Jesus.
51, sorry.
Getting busy. God damn.
You made decisions
Not
over
the
the last...
person I would expect at 10. I don't want to think about that.
Oh my god. Listen, I'm sorry. Math not good. Okay?
We found out real fast.
We already knew
It
that.
didn't sound right. I was like, wait. And I had to redo it. I knew. I knew I fucked up. Anyways.
It was at that moment
She fucked up.
She has made 51 years worth of decisions to not change her life the way it is right now. Her life has literally been the same for years. Like, for as long as I can remember.
Right.
And she's made zero effort to change it.
Well, it's like she could do things with her life and she just doesn't, I guess, in my opinion. Like, internet shopping is more important than, like, investing and doing something with yourself. I don't know. Like, me and Mal, we have a lot of, like, all of our stuff that we're investing in is animals and stuff because that's what we want to do with our lives. We want to be able to teach people about reptiles and do different shit with animals. So that's what we're going to invest in.
I want to be the reptile queen.
We're going to be able to definitely...
Is that like some, like, higher breed than the Tiger King?
Yeah, because I'm not quite as crazy. I'm not going to...
Quite as crazy?
Not
okay.
quite. Not quite. I'm crazy, but I'm not, like, Tiger King crazy. I'm not going to, you know...
Okay.
She doesn't have a
some
Carol
meth.
Baskins yet.
No.
Well,
Give me some
once the
time.
snake gets big enough, be careful, Odd. You might get a...
Feed my husband to the snake.
Oh,
To the
that's why
retics.
she wants the retics. You know,
yeah.
the Burmese and retics, she's going to chop me up and feed me to them.
You
I
get
got
an
you.
arm, you get a leg, and I'm going to keep the head. It's mine.
No.
I'm going to pet the hair.
Nah, I'll just turn his dick into a dildo and then feed his torso to the crocodile.
and keep the head so she can stroke the beard and the ponytail.
Dude, if I keep
You
your
could
head-
shrink his head.
I could shrink your head. And hang you in my rearview mirror.
I'm sorry, I give horrible ideas, but I'm an equal opportunist. I live for both sides.
Yeah, but see, here's the problem. You're telling my wife to kill me. And what to do with me once I'm dead. Like, that's a problem here, Red.
I'm not an accomplice to murder.
Good news, baby.
It's
we won't
all-
have that stuff for a while. You got a full life ahead of you before I kick you off.
It's all recorded right here, bitches. It's all recorded right here. If I wind up dead and you can't find me, you know what happened.
Oh, man. You better never go missing, because, like, my ass will be in some shit.
Just note, show number 19 of Ganja People, Odds Death.
You're gonna title this A Cry for Help.
Odds cry for help, gonna die.
Someone save me.
Oh.
Jelly Roll starts singing, "Someone save me!" Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
I lost my
I like
cigarettes.
Jelly Roll though. I'm not bashing them. Just saying.
So, while this conversation's been going on, we've been smoking out of our next size up pipe. It's our little Twisty boy. It has a nice
I
little
like this one, dude.
Twisty.
It's like a little twister inside of him.
Yes. It's a little clogged right now. It hasn't
bit.
been smoked out of in a while.
I have a
and
question.
Yeah.
How do you clean the twisty part?
I just take a paper clip and just corkscrew it.
I got you.
Pretty
I was
much.
curious.
It's not really even a corkscrew. It's just like I push it in and then just.
It's flexible enough that it kind of does it.
Yeah, it just does it itself.
I was curious because I never thought about it, but then you said corkscrew and you were just cleaning the child, so I'm like, wait, how do you do that?
I don't have anything to
What are
clean
you
it
doing
here.
over there?
He's playing with his corkscrew.
Yeah.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
Yeah, that's what they're calling it these days. But,
If you start spinning while you're putting your dick in me, I swear to God.
no, that's fucking...
Whee!
That's
No, that's
fucking
helicoptering.
rotisserie style.
That's helicoptering. Come on now.
Dude, if you helicopter, I'm gonna die.
If you
I
get
will laugh
crutches,
so
it's fucking rotisserie style on crutches.
We'll see if I'm good enough about it. I could just straighten my body out, and you can just push me, and I'll just helicopter around, you know.
Oh my God. We're not trying this because we'll break something.
Probably you.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Or your dick, and I would be pretty upset about it.
It's half there right now. For at least, just give me 3 more days. It's a half mass right now, woman.
I'm not a patient person.
Oh,
Can you
yeah.
just give me like 5 minutes? I'm at half mass right now.
Nope, sorry. Let's go.
Just whack it. Just go!
Schwack it.
Wait, we're
It's like
going. Let's
it's
go.
like a
I don't know.
kickstart.
Every time I've accidentally smacked him, he's never been too pleased with me about it.
I mean, would
One day
you
I
be?
kicked it.
Like,
No.
just like,
One day I smacked his dick with like the top of my foot. Like just
So, you got any questions for us?
I do. But Odd has to help me with this one because this is a serious one.
Okay.
So what we were trying to figure out the other night, okay, we were sitting here looking at the stars because it was
the
pretty
moon.
out, and the moon.
So we had a whole night talking about the moon.
We did.
This was like 2 days ago.
And we were talking about when you go up in space, you know, you see the sky, it's blue, you can see the ocean, okay, but the further up you go, eventually it's no longer blue, it's black. And we were trying to figure out, like, is the transition, like, just really abrupt? Is it kind of gradient? And where does that transition happen? We were like, yeah.
I was just curious because I was like, you hear like when you see photos of Earth from space. I mean,
You got the blue, and then
like
you got
Right.
the
you don't
dark
really
and
see the
everything around
blue
it.
though. Like I mean, you see clouds, but you don't really
Right.
see the blue. That is, you see, the ground.
Right.
And what does
So
that
then, like-
mid-section look like? Like, you know what I mean?
Like it turns white the higher you go up. Like it's just like, and then
So-
all of a sudden it's black. I don't
From
understand.
What I understand is it's just more of like a gradient change. It's like you're looking at, if you were able to look to your side as you were going off into space, you start off with your blue and you keep going into your blue, and then you get this white and it fades slowly into a black. And I don't know how big of this gap is, but if you were just watching, it would just be like blue, 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 white, 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 fading, fade, fade, black.
I got ya.
So then my next thing is, how long did it take them to get to the moon when they went to the moon?
I
Like,
don't remember.
I want to know how long that trip is, because
Where's my phone?
it's 229,000 miles.
Okay, pause.
Now imagine.
How long did it take them to get to the moon the first time?
Jesus, she's Googling this shit while we're on the show. My God. Anyways.
Mission duration was 8 days, 3 hours, 18 minutes, and 35 seconds.
So it took a week.
So it took one...
Well, no. It was, the mission was be the whole trip. So it was probably, I don't know how long they stayed on the moon, though.
I don't know. But
around 6 days, it said. It began at Florida's Kentucky Space Center on July 16, 1969, taking the 3 astronauts around 6 days to reach the moon.
Okay. So they went 229,000 miles in 6 days. How fucking fast is that?
Wait.
Like, that's insane.
What would you have to do?
I think
Divide the
that's like
6 days?
21,000 meters per second.
Which is like 4 miles a second
Oh my
or
god,
something.
all I can picture is these astronauts with like the cartoon sheets.
I know, I want to know like what, like I want to know what this is.
There's no gravity once you're in there. So no matter how fast you go, you're just going to be like, oh, we're going with this. Okay.
Well, I know, but before that, when you're trying to leave the atmosphere, that's what I'm picturing is like...
Well, yeah, it's like that. You're just like...
I just want to know what it's
Going
like.
up.
I just want to know what this is like. That's got to be fast as fuck.
But the thing is
and then how do you slow down from
those
that
are just
shit to
entry.
land?
Those are just to get them out in outer space. They have another that gets them going in outer space.
And do they just like haul dick in outer space? Like,
yeah. What they'll do is they'll haul dick towards a planet, and if they're trying to go far enough, like I think what they want to do is try to bounce off the moon.
Oh, like slingshot
and
off of the
slingshot
gravity?
off the moon to get into like Mars to get there faster and shit.
I got him.
Right.
Slingshot off of their atmosphere.
I gotcha. So, but like, I don't know. It's just crazy to me. So I was thinking about it while I was looking at the moon. I was like, that's 229,000 miles. I'm like, how long did it take them guys to get there? And like, do you feel like you're hauling dick, or are you just like...
You just watch the planet gradually get smaller and smaller and smaller in your window.
And then is there just nothing? Is it just like black everywhere around you, and you see stars far away? And you're just like, cool. You're just hauling dick, and you don't even know you're hauling dick.
No, listen.
I've played a lot of
like
Kerbal Space Station, where what it is that you're just playing with rockets and flinging them at planets and shit, trying to figure out how to actually do it. It's rocket science in a fucking video game. I hate it.
But do you get to watch, like, out the window of what it would look like as you're, like, flying, or no?
You could in first person. I don't, because it's that much of your TV. You know, a little tiny triangle of your TV. Compared to, you could be looking at the whole space station and everything else around you, you know.
I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'd be like, oh, look at the pretty stars. Okay, now let's go play with this no gravity shit and see what we can fuck around with.
Like, I'm just like, I just want to know, like, does it feel like you're hauling ass? Or are you just like, it's not too bad that you're hauling ass?
When you're flinging spaceships in the game, at least I was talking about, it doesn't actually look like anything when you're trying to go. All of a sudden, it's just like you see whatever your destination is start growing, and that's about it. Like, but the transition between the two is just like, oh, black.
So okay. A really boring car ride for a hot fucking minute.
Really boring car ride. That's why they want to put astronauts to sleep while the transition is going on.
Dude, they could literally say, I just took a coma.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's insane.
Saves all the energy. They don't have to feed them. All the resources is, medically induced.
They just don't shit or nothing?
It's going to be through a colostomy bag.
Nope, never mind. I'm not cool with that. Don't fucking do it. Nope. I'm not sleeping. I'll stay awake. Don't care.
Well, it'd probably be a pod that you would just shit into. You'd be naked in a pod.
That's so much
and you would just shit into the pod.
Nope, I'm solid on that plan.
It'd be like a little porta potty.
No.
All
You
right,
just
so we're
get
getting into
launched.
some weird topic here.
All right.
What's your other question?
Oh,
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
Where's my phone now?
She don't fucking know. I found you 4 days ago. I remember. Like,
I gotta find...
she's gotta find her picture.
I do, I gotta find
I
my...
don't fucking
Where is it?
It's like 9 words and she can't
It's
remember.
probably from my fucking page, too.
I have a question. Okay, if tomb is pronounced tomb, and womb is pronounced womb, why isn't bomb pronounced boom?
Fucking God.
They're all spelled exactly the same with one different letter in the
It's
first.
called English.
Okay, well,
Simple as that.
it's stupid.
I before E, except after C,
be
except
so
it doesn't
much-
apply here.
It would be so much better if bomb was pronounced boom.
Because that's what it does.
Exactly! It'd be like, throw that boom over there!
No, you gotta put an accent on that. It's boomé. Throw that boomé over there.
But I lay tired.
Then take a nap. Then throw the boomé.
Oh my god. I know that's from something and I don't know.
It's the end of the world.
You've never watched The Ends of the World?
It's been a while.
It's been a hot minute, I know.
Yeah.
Fucking
yeah.
kangaroos.
Yeah, I haven't watched that in like...
Oh man, I watch it every single time I find it. Every time.
Every year it pops up in her fucking
It pops up
memories.
on mine a couple times.
I don't know how to get to my memories.
I
So you
don't
hit the little
care
three
about
tabby
my
button?
memories.
And then all mine just like don't fucking show up because somebody got it booted off.
I don't need to look into my memes from last year that are just gonna get me into more trouble.
I look
When
at,
I'm already getting banned for shit from 3 years ago.
I look at my memories and then I read ones that are really old and I'm like, God, I was dumb.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite. I'm like, man, that was
Or I'm
stupid.
bitching about something and I'm like, man, I'm trying to think of what was
What I was
going on
bitching
in that
about.
day. And I'm like,
yeah!
and I've done it a couple of times.
It really mattered to me.
I literally have done it a couple of times. I'm like, all right, so when was that? And I'll be like thinking about when it was and like what was happening around that time. And I'm like, all right, yeah, this is what was going on. And I'm like, man, it's crazy. I can remember that. Like,
Sometimes I can. Sometimes
can
I'll read the
concentrate.
post and I'm like, oh, I know exactly what the fuck I was pissed about that day. But there are sometimes I read it and I'm like, man, what the fuck happened that day? Why was I so angry?
So, are they going to use our social media as someday, like, what happened in 2021?
I hope not, because,
Like,
oh my god.
They're going to be looking at mine being like, my God, he was either a sage or he was crazy.
I don't know what that means.
He was giving them full wisdom. Or he was fucking mental.
Oh, man.
He spoke the words of the gods.
Oh, okay.
And what gods is that?
The memes.
Does that mean, my God?
The legend.
Speaking of my mother.
The mamala.
Ow, my foot cramped up. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, man.
On the show.
Yeah, mother.
Mamala, mamala.
Oh,
Tori.
fuck. So, thinking of Mamala and whatnot, that's funny as shit. But, you know what?
What?
We have to quit smoking for a week.
Can we just not? Because it sucks. I don't
And
know.
so, with that thought process, when we took our little break here, me and Red were talking about it, and I was like, and Mal, and we're like, we're not going to smoke for the whole week. And, like, we've been ripping dabs all night. So, like...
Note them saying we as in Odd and Mal. I am
Yeah, Red's not partaking in this
any
break.
of this.
And what?
In the break.
Him breaking.
Oh, no.
I couldn't.
No, Red's not taking a break. Me and Mal are taking a break because our tolerance is really high. Because we were talking about it, and we really liked getting fucked. And when I say fucked, I mean we like getting fucked up. Because it's just fun. It's nice. It's really relaxing. Like, ain't nothing better than getting really fucked up and just chilling and just, like, have a little snack and watch TV.
You know,
and you wake up at fucking 6:30 and go, That was a really nice 8-hour coma.
Or,
like,
you know, you wake
like
up
you're like,
at,
bam, 8 hours. Like, fuck.
you wake
That
up
was
at 5:45 in the morning covered in cheesecake filling. You know. Some shit like that.
So, I bought cheesecake filling the other day.
Yeah.
Because me and Mal needed a snack. So, I had to go to Walmart, so I got cheesecake filling. Philadelphia.
Which, by the way, fuck you. I took 2 days looking for that shit.
It's in the Philadelphia product.
I looked everywhere but cream cheese. Because I was like, why would it be in cream cheese?
Because it's made out of cream cheese.
I did.
But at the same time, Philadelphia is the one that makes it, which is the cream cheese company that's like the best cream cheese there is. Just saying.
Right. Oh, trust me. Oh, I'm not even
You
going
can
to argue
sponsor
that.
us, it's okay.
Yeah, sure. We'll take all the cream cheese you want to give us.
No, you won't.
We put that shit on everything.
She's going to put it on everything.
It's like Frank's Red Hot sauce for me. I put that shit on everything, and that's literally on the bottle.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, oh, I want some Frosted Flakes and some cream cheese.
She's like, let's just mix that shit in there. It's all right. Now you pour the milk. Pour the milk, get that fucker in there.
Oh, we're having cream cheese, mashed potatoes, fried chicken with cream cheese sauce, and some broccoli covered in cream cheese.
Do you have anything that's low fat?
I have some fat-free cream cheese.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God, it hurts already.
But anyways, so we may or may not have fallen asleep before we put it away.
Yeah, and I was like watching the TV show, and I was like,
I fell asleep first.
she's sleeping. I'm like, I'll be alright to finish this show. I wake up, and I
Definitely didn't finish the show.
wake up, and I'm like, I'm all sticky. I'm like, why am I so sticky? And I look, okay, and I have fucking cream cheese shit all over my leg, all over my shorts, all over my side, my arm, my face, all over the couch, the pillows. I got this cream cheese shit everywhere.
Like, it looked like he bathed in it. He was just like, it was like a splat.
And that's
of
after we killed almost 2 boxes of cookies with it.
Oh my
dipping
God.
cookies in it. Yeah. Fucking insane. They put a lot of fucking cream cheese shit in those.
Yeah, they do. They're
Good
delicious.
God. They're $4.68 a piece, and they're
Wow.
worth every penny.
They're amazing. But yeah, so, you know, that's a thing.
We shared a thing of Pillsbury soft cookies, like the Chips Ahoy that are soft. It's like those. But it's funfetti. Oh, they were so tasty. And then we also had, have you ever their Lorna something and their shortbread cookies, their little square ones that come in the 4
They're
packs?
delicious.
I got a box of those because they're
Ooh,
super good.
yeah.
And we dunked those in it. Oh my God, it was so fucking good. My stomach was fucking pissed for 2 days.
I bet.
It was
It's
ass.
so much sweet.
It was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, it was bad.
The only thing you could do was take something like Girl Scout cookies and mash them in between those fucking...
I'm fairly certain that's the same night that while we were in bed, he said yar.
No, that was last night.
Last night?
And that was that whole situation happened either 2 or 3 days ago. I can't remember what day it was.
I don't know. My days blur together.
Yeah.
Regardless.
It was a couple of days ago, and then the Yar was last night.
Okay.
I don't
My
remember
bad.
what the context was, but yes, I
I
definitely...
can't even remember what you said, but
I was pretty baked last night, so I yarred my wife while we were somehow in bed. I don't remember exactly what was happening.
I literally just turned and looked at him like, what? Did you just say yar?
In the dark, that she's completely fucking blind at, so she's just looking into the dark, thinking she's looking at me.
I was.
She could be looking at the fucking wall while she did. She'd be like, "Are you serious? Hey, over here.
Oh.
Are you? Did you really? Like, you know, damn shit that'd be the situation."
He's not wrong. Because, like, I'm blind as a bat in the dark. I can't see anything.
Anyways, so to get back to the whole beginning of the story, we are going to take a break so that way we're not going to get so, like, it's not going to have such a high tolerance and take so much for us to get high because it's really expensive for us right now. So we're going to wait and do that. Well, That's a week of us not smoking. So then when we do the show, we smoke 4 pipes. And Red's like, I'm not going away from it. I'm like, hey, we like getting fucked.
We're just giving you a heads up that we might be a little extra retarded next week.
Even though, we're all pretty retarded tonight, I feel like.
So if I'm in charge next week, you know the ship's going down.
I think you guys reversed the circle. I don't know.
Yes, I did. It's her hit. My fault.
That comes to me.
That never catches. I never catch that, ever.
Wow.
But, oh my god. Oh, kneecap.
Crack.
Cocaine.
We were talking about cocaine the other day.
Yeah, we were. I don't remember.
I'm trying. It was a hilarious conversation. I remember that. We were all dying, and I can't remember what was said.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We have so many stories from just 1 week. It's insane. It really is.
P.S. guys, we decided to rescue a freaking bearded dragon that is, his barber offered him today.
It's not really a rescue.
Okay, not rescue. Tame down. We agreed to take and tame down a bearded dragon. I didn't mean rescue. He doesn't mishandle it or anything. He's a good dude.
It's not abused or anything.
No.
He just is kind of like a wild bearded dragon in his own little habitat.
Yeah.
He's like a window pet for them.
Yep.
Which everyone knows, once he gets here, he'll no longer be a window pet.
Oh, I'll fix that.
I just had my boy Edgar out with the boy while he was up. Because, of course, he enjoys playing with all the reptiles every night. So I had him out, and Red doesn't like snakes, so I won't bring him near Red. And we've always said we won't bring him near him. So I was like, do you want to see him through the door? So I closed the door all the way, and I was like, see him? And he was like crawling on me, and it was nice. But I hung out with my boy Edgar for a while. He likes hanging out with me, and it makes me so excited.
He does like hanging out.
Like, he comes and asks every night
It
for
is
me
adorable. It is adorable.
Anybody else holds him, he curls up in a ball and hides his little head. He doesn't come out. If Odd holds him, he is all over the place. He's all about that life.
He's getting there with the boy. Because the boy's been holding him fairly often. Usually when I have him out and he's still awake. He wants to hold him for a few minutes, which they're much slower than the carpets are, so he can actually handle these as long as you're paying attention to him, because he tries some shit that I'm like, really, boy? Like, you're going to hurt him.
He's 9, so he doesn't think. He's
like,
learning.
you're going to hurt him, my guy. You got to be careful.
He has to learn. We have to teach him.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Back crack?
Yeah, it did.
Oh,
it was between the shoulder blade.
Ooh, I hate those.
Yeah.
my neck always pops if I just cough just right. And then I feel like I'm like, oh god, am I going to die? Like, have a stroke because I like snapped something in my neck by accident?
It feels so good, but
my favorite is when my jaw cracks really hard and it makes it feel like my eardrum is bleeding. And I don't know how
my
else
problem
to explain it.
with that is it makes me fear like I'm getting lockjaw or
yeah, it
some
scares
shit like...
Well, I know it's not that because I have problems with my jaw. But I really thought it. I hate it. I do it once in a while, and it hurts so bad.
Lockjaw is actually one of my secret fears. I fear that because the way to fix that is just break the jaw, put it back in place. And I don't like the sound of a cracked jaw.
Mine dislocates, and so does hers. Like, you can actually physically hear it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like,
I guess mine dislocates too. But I was also whacked by a cement truck when I was a kid, so.
But, like, yeah, mine definitely, like, pops in and out of place. But.
That's how come he calls me T-Rex face, because my mouth gets so huge. Like, I'll dislocate my jaw, and it just goes, ah! And that's how I eat giant s'mores, and it's amazing. Stop laughing at me!
We got off the topic of the boy and snacks.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Listen, I'm like a squirrel today. I'm, like, everywhere.
Because you're high. That's why. Feel like what it's like in our brains.
Listen, I feel bad because I keep steering our conversations, like, over here, like, squirrel!
Well, we could steer it over to someone's
We could do that.
part of the night.
That's fine.
My favorite!
So, for the Urban Dictionary word of the night, I have a pretty interesting one.
Is this one going to be better than the one that sucked?
Yeah.
I liked.
I
what
thought
was
it was funny.
Watermelon,
Terrible.
watermelon
Sugar, yeah.
Watermelon sugar.
I found another one today that was like that too. I didn't do it, I promise. So, what is geriatricity? Geriatricity.
When you're
has to
young, but
deal-
you act like you're old.
Okay. That's a
I think it's when you're old and you act young.
okay.
All right.
It's the horror and shame of getting old, especially when approaching the age of gray hair and arthritis.
Oof.
So then, like
So 30.
I can't fuck off. So, oh my god,
Oh, that's. Too
You
real.
can't tell me you two don't got a couple gray hairs.
okay, are you ready?
I'm sorry.
It says, yo dude, Daryl's turning 40 next year. That's what I call geriatricity.
Oh my god.
Or geriatricity. Like, it's sad because I'm 31 right now, okay? 31. And I feel old as shit half the time. And I'm just like, good God. Like, I hate to see, well, in the last, like, I guess ever since I was like 20, my body's been shit because of, weightlifting accident and my back's shit from that. And, like, I just haven't been gentle on myself. Car surfing, jumping off bridges, bullshit like that.
Right.
Retarded man stuff.
Yeah.
The reason why men live less than women.
Yep.
Anyways, I was like 20, and I've felt like shit ever since. Well, then I'm like 30, and I'm like, fuck, if I feel like this now, what am I going to feel like 55, 60? I'm going to be like not even able to fucking move.
Nah, because you know what? By then, weed'll be legal, and we can just fucking puff all day as we're going, because it'll help with the pain.
So my thing is like, with what we want to do, with like all of our reptiles and stuff, like, trying to start a zoo, like a small zoo, like, it'd be cool if once it gets legal, just hit a bowl at the beginning of the day, do our work for the day, and then once we, like in the morning, because, I mean, we might open it we might open at fucking 10 or 11 in the daytime, but we're probably working from like 7 until like 10 on cleaning whatever tanks, feeding whatever needs fed, blah, 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 blah.
You remember how I said I was going to be able to sleep in past 6 after the babies got older? I gave that up. That's
Like,
not going to be a thing.
Someday when we have a fuckload of animals, I mean, we have many plans for at least 60, 70 species in the end. Like, at least.
And we just keep adding to this list.
Like, we found a blunt-head snake this week, and, like, they're a living cartoon,
Where's my
dude.
phone? Red, you
Their
have to see
fucking
it.
eyes
I know
are
you
as
don't
big
like
around
snakes.
as they are.
I
They're
know-
fucking insane.
I know you don't like snakes, okay? But I need you to look at this as, like, a cartoon type of aspect, okay? Because that's what this fucking thing looks like. It looks like a new school cartoon.
But, like, getting older...
I don't even. Oh. Interesting.
It's the weirdest... I need one.
Okay.
Actually, I need 2, but...
Anyways, so, like, yeah, getting old is scaring me. Like, I'm 30 right now, and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna blink, and it's gonna be 50 already.
The worst part is I felt when you turn 30, like
30 is when you start to die.
oh my god.
like I felt it. It was like a shift. Like, oh, I am not 18 anymore.
By the way,
I'm not 21. I'm not 50 or 25.
my best friend sent me that song on my 30th birthday.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I just, like, I hate the thought of getting old already.
Did you pass this to me?
No, I passed it to you.
Okay, I guess I'm just...
Like, it's crazy to me that I'm 30. I have a kid that's almost 10. Like, it's
You're
crazy.
telling me I remember delivering that child, and how was that 10 years? How was the other ones? The youngest one
It's 4.
is 3. Stop
3.
aging her. That's the second
3.
time today you've done that.
Christ. I'm high. Sorry.
She's 3.
Anyways,
How
she's
is that-
fucking 3. Like, wow. We've lived here for 4 years already. Over 4 years.
Wow.
Like, it's insane to me. I'm like, fuck, where's time going? Like, god damn. Next thing I'm gonna be fucking...
Well, with the amount of reptiles we have, we're making up for it. It's okay. Instead of being like normal people and getting like 1, maybe 2 to start and slowly adding to it. No, we've had reptiles for a month and a half, and we have a bunch.
Yeah, we're getting another one on Friday.
Yep.
We're taking him for a friend, though, that he just doesn't have the time to give him the love that he would deserve, and he knows it. So he's going to set us up with the little dude, and we're going to take him, and we're going to get him used to people, and hopefully he'll be a good ambassador for our reptile show and stuff.
Yep. He'll be a cool little fella. We'll tame him down. It won't be too hard. Do you like bearded dragons? I know you don't like snakes, but you said you're kind of iffy on lizards. You weren't sure.
They're interesting.
You've looked at marbles many of times, but you're like, not quite comfortable to touch them yet. So it was just one of those things that...
I was curious.
That'll probably happen a lot faster than me touching a snake.
I figure.
Right. But,
So I think I want to get a legless lizard.
Jesus Christ.
Because
I've seen them in pictures a couple times lately, and I'm like, no.
Listen, I think that would be a perfect transition animal, though. Not just for you specifically. I just mean for other people. Everybody.
It literally looks like a monitor.
With no
in
legs.
The face, and has no fucking legs. They're just really strange looking.
Basically,
they don't look like a snake at all. It looks like a lizard.
Picture marbles. You know how tiny his legs are? It's the next step.
I have it pictured in my head. An actual body, a neck, a head, a tail. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're so fucking strange looking.
I love them.
She likes some weird shit.
That's why I married you.
She ain't wrong.
We had a Halloween wedding. Are you kidding me?
Does that make you a gypsy, a collector of oddities and fine stuff?
Wait, does it?
Does it? I mean...
Does it?
I mean, maybe. We have some weird shit.
Wait. I made a pun there, too. I said oddities. Oddities.
I gotcha.
I didn't even realize that until after I said it. I was like, oh, I made a horrible pun.
That was bad.
But, we have a lot of weird shit, honestly. I have comic book painting of Bane.
Well,
that's actually painted on comic books.
Yeah, you guys got a lot of interesting things, I must say.
We have a lot of different skulls and shit, actual skulls. We have a hawk's...
I love skulls.
We have a hawk's skull. And then we have a hawk, a predatory bird. And then we have a
deer skull.
And then we have a couple sets of antlers.
We have half of a goat skull, too.
You just don't dress like a gypsy.
I would so dress like a gypsy.
If she had the ability to, dude. She wants to put a fucking doily on her forehead. And put a goddamn, gem in it. Dermal in her forehead, okay?
Oh,
yeah, she could full gypsy it out. She really could.
I would, too.
No, you couldn't wear a dress every day. It would drive you insane.
I'll wear leggings under it. It'll be okay. I'll just wear
it would drive her insane.
No, not if I have leggings under it. Then I can sit however
Damn
the
it, I
fuck
keep getting
want.
my dress stuck in the car door. Damn it, I keep getting my dress stuck in the door.
I was trying to hold my fucking... I got it in my nose.
I'll just
Damn
drive.
it, I keep stepping on the edges of my dress. I see it now.
I fucked it all!
I ripped all of the back half of this fucking dress off. If I was not wearing these leggings, you could see my ass.
The pizza!
Oh my god, no wait. I had a dream.
Oh jeez.
And then Odd's
Deja vu's
yeah,
happening.
You can see that ass.
That ass. Oh man. Well, really, the pizza's not that low on her ass because I still have to fit slice of wife on it.
Dude, that's gonna hurt because the further down that pizza it got, the worse it hurt, and the slice of wife has to go below that
by 2 or 3 inches.
And I'm like, oh fuck me, god damn it. He ain't touching it till I get some numbing cream. It ain't happening. I'm gonna puss out and get some numbing cream. 0 fucks given.
She's like, they can all call me pussies. I don't care. I want to know how she's gonna hold it onto her butt for 2 hours.
I'm going to put some saran wrap on it, and then I'm going to put a pair of leggings on it.
Okay.
And then I'll put some pajama pants over it.
More power to you.
All right. Don't lean back. It's cold bar. Cold bar on the bare back because I'm wearing a sideless shirt.
It's kind of like there's no sides left at all.
No, I tied them. I
broke.
actually tied them
Instead
together.
of throwing the shirt out.
Not that one. This
tied
one.
them.
It's because it's comfortable. It's breezy.
I've been there.
It's breezy. It lets my
I've
man
been
boobs
there.
fucking air out so I don't have man boob sweat or I don't have a fucking lake in my belly button.
Don't talk to me about boob sweat.
I have.
I have man boob sweat, okay?
Women wear bras and have the worst boob sweat in existence. That shit turns into a goddamn swamp in there.
Look, sometimes we gotta get in the folds. We just gotta
We
get in
do
the
too,
folds.
because it starts leaking out our bra and we're like, bloop.
And then, like yesterday, I had to push my shirt into my belly button 4 times and twist it around because I had such a swamp in my belly button. Because it's so fucking hot here, okay?
Oh my god.
87 is too fucking hot for a fat guy, okay? That's all there
I'm
is
not
to
gonna
it.
lie, I was enjoying the fuck out of the heat.
I literally was just like, boop, and then like whooshing around like.
Well, our house is really hot too.
Well, with all the fucking reptile housing.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys do it.
Oh, I can't wait
get
until
it.
winter though, because I want to see how much less gas I use because I have fucking 15 fucking heat lamps in my house. My house is 80 all the time.
We looked at it the other day and it was like 89 in there.
I was like, holy fuck, it ain't no wonder why I'm dying.
Well, you'll sweat anything out. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah,
I noticed the other day that I'm looking like I lost a couple pounds and I'm like, I need to try on the scales, but I hate getting on the scales.
Yeah, I hate
Because I'm like, motherfucker, you lie.
I haven't stood on a scale in a while because I know I've been eating fucking terribly for a hot
Yeah, that
minute.
doesn't mean shit for you.
Yeah, but
You've lost 100 pounds eating bullshit for 5 years. Literally, she eats nothing with nutritional value.
I ate a whole bowl of dinner today.
Yeah,
Wow.
today.
And an apple fritter.
Today.
Wow.
And a Big Mac.
Oh, and a Big Mac and fries.
Wow. You're
I
gonna
fed her
call
well
McDonald's not trash.
I fed her really well today.
I mean, it's got...
I want an honest answer of you telling me McDonald's is not trash.
It's not... Okay, it's junk food, but... It's for sure junk
I
food.
mean, you still get a decent amount of nutritional
Oh,
value.
you get
though.
carbs for sure.
Like, you get protein, because
You
you,
get
do get a
proteins.
couple patties on it, and you get a couple of pieces of cheese on it, and then you have vegetables, and you have dressing, like, and you have the bun. I mean, I feel
That's
like
if
there's
you
a
get
decent
the
amount of
Big
shit.
Mac, though.
That's-
Yeah, well, that's
Mustard.
what we eat. Is the Big
Uh,
Mac.
I don't.
I'm
It's
squishing the
Big
shit out of
Mac.
the little dog.
I eat the Big Mac.
I'm
I like
not
it.
a Big Mac millennial. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I had one. I'm not crazy about their... Because I'd have to go there and be like, I want no sauce on the Big Mac. And you know how many times I get sauce on the Big Mac? I'm like...
No, listen. I have 3 lighters. Okay, listen. Earlier I couldn't find my lighters, and I started with this one, and I lost it, and I didn't realize that I had another one because my pockets were empty earlier, and then the white one appeared, but there was nothing in this pocket. And
Is
I
that
just
my
looked.
purple one?
No, this is my purple one. I found it in the bottom of my purse today. You leave me be.
So she says.
It magically appeared out of my pocket.
The purple one magically...
And now for the legendary that odds never seen before today, but has been to Red's house 500,000 times.
Up them sketchy fucking steps.
Yeah. Out comes the Gandalf.
Easy.
This fucker's dope.
I love this thing.
I've seen it, but I don't think I've ever smoked
I've
it.
never seen it before today. I mean, I saw it a little bit ago. And we were looking at it, because I was like, I want to see it. It was when you were talking to the boy right before he went to bed.
I got you.
And like, I'm so excited to smoke out of it.
It's beautiful.
Right? He said it was completely clear when he first bought it.
Yes, it is completely clear. I watched it twice in the entire time I've owned it. I have owned this thing for fucking ever. It's probably one of my oldest pieces. Bought it for myself for Christmas because I was like, oh, nobody's going to buy me this for my Christmas. I'm gonna buy me this for my Christmas.
Right. Yeah, this is probably, I would say, what, like 10, 11 inches long?
Oh, yeah. It's
maybe even a little longer than that. It depends on how big the curve makes it.
Right.
Like how long that would extenuate it, I guess. But
it burns through weed pretty fast, so it'll probably burn 2 bowls out of this thing.
Okay. Which would be 4 and 5.
Yes.
So, just saying, so that way you guys can make sure you're keeping up. If not, you ain't getting fucked.
Though, I'm going to tell these guys right now, because of this Gandalf, I've owned it for a really long time, it burns stupid fast, Marco.
Well, give it to her. I've won 3 in a row. Oh, man. I don't know. I think it's super dope.
I'm really off my game today.
That's her way of saying, oh, you sucked, but I just suck worse today. And he dies.
Worth.
I feel like an old
I'm
wizard.
sorry, but you are the weakest link.
Goodbye. I feel like an old wizard.
Yes. It's actually why we bought it in the first place.
Someday when we're like fucking 65, 70 and like, I'm telling you what, the kind of stories that, what were we talking about? The kind of stories that we'll have, to tell our grandchildren. And like we were talking about how we're older than Google. Like, that'll blow our grandchildren's minds someday. I'll be like, I'm older than Google.
He goes, I'm going to bet our granddaughter someday, if we ever have a granddaughter, that grandma's got a slice of pizza tattooed on her ass. And she's not going to believe it.
I'm like, and then you're going to have to show your ass to our granddaughter.
But it's relative, so I mean...
It's just funny as shit.
Sweetie,
like,
look at
our
my
granddaughter's
ass.
never going to believe... Like, imagine like a 12 or 14-year-old granddaughter that... Like, you're like, yeah, grandma's got a piece of pizza tattoo on her ass. No way. Like, how wild was your fucking life that you did all this shit or whatever? Like, I don't know. Like, our life's going to be pretty wild, like, as a whole. Because, like, we have ideas of, like, how we want to get, like, that blunt head that we were talking about, that tree snake that looks like a cartoon. Like, we have ideas of how we want to do it and stuff. Like, it's going to be a cool adventure. But, like, someday we're going to have a lot of fucking stories for our grandchildren. Like, what'd you do your whole life? Well, I worked a lot, and then I smoked a lot of weed at night. Like,
yeah.
By then it would be like how alcohol has been for the last 30, 40 years. Like, it'll be like, oh, you smoked weed forever? I smoked weed before it was legal. There you go. That's going to be a huge one for our grandkids. I smoked weed before it was legal.
Yeah.
I was
they're going to be like, what?
Motherfucker.
What? I was smoking weed before it was legal.
I was throwing down Franklin's every week, motherfucker. Get that shit.
Oh. Yeah, and by then it'll just be available in the grocery store.
Yeah.
It'll be like on the gum aisle. Like the little
you're at
fucking gum
Walmart
rack.
and you're like, ooh, I want some bubblegum candy. But
Ooh, weed gummies.
That's what it'll be, too. It'll be like adults only. Like the little case you'll have to like put your ID in or something to like open up and be like, all right, here we go. This is what I want. Like, I'm waiting to see it.
$200 worth of this.
Like, yeah. Well, then it'll be a lot cheaper.
That's what I mean. Just put the whole fucking case in here. Fucking, like, just, oh, yeah.
But it's just, I don't know. It'll be funny to me, like, then, like, the stories you could tell your grandkids. It's going to be cool.
Right.
Because then it'll be, like, it'll be a big deal that you were smoking weed before it was legal. In, like, 50, 60 years or something.
Oh, yeah.
When we're old as fuck. Hell yeah. You'd be like, damn, Grandpa's been smoking weed for at least 47 years. Like,
right. They'll be like, yeah, we know exactly.
How much longer was it before that it was legal, bud? No. I mean, I was smoking weed for a while before it was legal, okay?
I started at a young age.
I was 19.
I didn't smoke not one time. I hung out with stoners all the way through high school, too. Until I was 25. But I was secure in my job, so that's the reason why I was fine doing it, even though it's legal. Or not legal. It was... When I first started smoking weed, it wasn't even close to being legal.
Yeah.
So now, it's came a long ways in the last 6 years.
Like, I was 19, but I had to quit when I was 20. Because I got pregnant. And then I didn't touch it again until a few years ago. What?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Did we reverse it?
Yeah.
Here.
I was going to say, yeah.
No, because it goes to...
No, the last time we must have fucked it up then.
They kept passing it to her.
I don't know. I don't know. Middleman fee in it. Meow.
Someone hands me a pipe, I'm going to smoke it. I shouldn't have to be the middleman right now. We can all reach each other.
That's a fair point.
Like, I'm too big to care. If you hand it to me, I'm going to
We're just giving it to the wrong person, and then the wrong person's not paying attention. They're just like, yeah, I'll hit it. And then they give it to that person, they give it back. They're oh yeah, I'll hit it
that's
again.
That's because we're all big, so the pipe's kind of just going.
She's like, it just comes back to me all the time.
Like, I'm fine with it.
I'm gonna get fucked today!
Porch party.
Oh, man. Like that, too. Like, what'd you do on the weekends when you were young? I had a big porch, so all my friends come over and we sit around and smoke weed.
And ate a lot of good food.
All night. Sometimes we got drunk.
Like, on Saturday...
And we got drunk.
On Saturday, we were all pretty good. We had to carry my buddy...
Yeah.
Oh my god.
To his car.
Yep.
And he's a big dude.
Yeah.
Big dude.
We were all having a conversation about it.
407 pounds to be exact is what he told us. I was like, okay.
Yep.
I was like, damn, that's a big dude.
Took one arm, I took the other arm, and together we got him through our fucking hellacious yard and to his car so he could lay down and go to sleep.
We got him in his car and he goes, you guys are fucking awesome.
Yep. We made him promise, like, you're not allowed to leave. You have to sleep. Because we wanted him to sleep in the house, and he didn't want to. And he's like, I promise.
Well, it's because it's stupid fucking hot in there.
And he's like, I promise. And we sat out here for he closed the door, laid his seat back, and that was the last movement from that car you saw. He was out.
Yeah, he was gone.
He didn't go anywhere until like 6:30 in the morning.
But like, we had a nice fire going. It was, once we finally got it going.
It was funny because when I left, I got back into town, and right as I got into town, it started raining. And I was like,
really?
Wow, we left at the perfect time.
It didn't rain here. Wow. Not at all.
Yeah, it was raining in town when I got
it didn't rain here at all. Because
I looked to the Russian and I was like, yeah, we left at a really good time because I dropped him off and that's when it started raining and I drove home in the rain. I was like, well, we picked a good time to leave.
Right?
We just assumed it rained out there or out here.
Yeah, it does that sometimes. Like, it'll rain in town, but not here.
Or it'll rain out here, but not in town.
Yep. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I felt like I had a bug on my ear, and it's my earring. That's how high I am right now.
That's hilarious.
So did you guys catch the solar eclipse, or the lunar eclipse?
I didn't.
There's literally a flame on the fire right now.
Nice.
Look at that shit. This fucker's been burning for, like, 9 days.
Jeez. What a champ.
It has. We're just letting it burn.
But I guess it was a lunar eclipse this afternoon.
Yeah, I missed it.
And I tried to look at it, and I couldn't. There was too many clouds.
Yeah. Every fucking time.
I guess it was actually a blood moon, is what it was, because of the eclipse. I was
it was a lunar blood moon, a lunar eclipse.
That would have been really cool to see.
Yeah, I wish I could have been able to see it. Somebody took a picture of it and then put a blood symbol in front of it. Yeah, like with their hands. I was like, God damn it.
I posted it. I was like, in case you missed the blood moon.
And it had like a red scarf.
Yeah, it was awful. It was awful.
Red.
I
mean, do you expect anything less?
No.
But it was a blood moon.
I thought it was awesome.
No, I looked at it as like, I missed the blood moon, but that's stupid.
It was stupid.
The moon, I just mentioned the moon because the moon's fucking big tonight.
It is big.
Yeah.
It's coming up. We'll see it in probably about 15 minutes. Like, it'll break the trees in like 15 minutes.
I know, it'll be pretty.
So, out of all of the pipes that we've had tonight, does size matter?
I mean, from harshness, I would say to an extent. Like the bigger the piece, the less harsh it is, because the longer it has to travel.
The third piece that we smoked out of, the big boxy tricolor one.
I call it the red light.
Right.
Because it goes green, yellow, red.
I get it.
Yeah.
But, I brought it out specifically because it is of a size that I like in pipes. But this particular one, I feel like is a little too big. It hits a little too hard. It's just not.
See, I like it, but I also like
nice.
It's
really
nice.
All four pipes are all really nice.
I do,
yeah.
Because the Child's a really nice pipe, but to be honest, it's really harsh at times because it's such
the Child's just a brat sometimes.
Well, it's a nice, tiny little straight pipe, so it's really rough.
Right.
And then the next one, the Tornado.
Twisty one, the problem with it is it got a little clogged, but that can be fixed with just, a little work. But at the same time, we've smoked out of this. It's been one of our favorites for a long time.
Right.
When we were smoking it, I told Mal that it was clogged. I thought it needed a good, douching to get so that way you could hit it, but we never did, so we just kind of dealt with it.
And then this Gandalf, the problem with it is it does burn through weed really fast. I think it's actually out right now.
I thought it was pretty close to that when I hit it last, so I was like, man, you guys are risking it.
The best thing about it is because it's so fucking long, it almost never shoots you. And if it does, holy shit, quit iron lunging.
I don't know. I never iron lung shit, because fuck that. I mean, maybe at the beginning of a pipe, when it's not a brand new pipe, and I know I'm not going to get it.
As long as you're not iron lunging this, you're not going to get shot all the way down, because it's such a long pipe. Now, if it was, a thinner pipe, because this one's a pretty big Gandalf, I'm not going to lie. If it was a thinner Gandalf, yeah, I'd expect to get a shot. I'd also expect clog edge at some point, too.
I just mean, though, okay, so Mal doesn't know how to hit a pipe lightly, like we talked about last week.
Yes.
So, she eats it more than anybody else I know.
Yes.
But, I can hit something that's damn near dead. I mean, obviously, we've done it in the last couple of episodes.
We played this game.
We have. And, I'll hit it until it's dust. I mean, and I still don't eat it because I just don't hit it hard enough.
Right.
But I still get a hit off of it because it's just a nice, long, slow drag. But I don't know. It's just funny to me. It's hard to hit just the edge of this. A brigaded. Yeah. When you hit it, it just, sucks it right into the center also, instantly.
It's just how it is and how big and long the thing is.
Well, how big the hole is compared to the size of the bowl and shit like that.
Yeah, it's actually a really tiny bowl for how long this is.
It is pretty funny.
But I do really enjoy it. It is a nice... It has always been one of the smoothest smokes I've had. For even its size, it doesn't want to really kill you all the time.
Yeah, it's really
all the time. There are its moments, as with all pipes, they're always out to get you.
I do like it though, and I love the color.
I don't know. My boy Bob is never out to get you. Never. Bob is so fucking smooth.
Bob's come out for me a couple times. I'm not gonna lie.
After Bob got broke in, we were solid, but breaking him in was kind of a bitch at times.
But we're on bowl 5, halfway through. Oh, what's some advice of the night?
So, I got a little quick advice for you. If you have, you take your pipes with you in, a backpack and you, walk around town for a really long time or something, you might want to clean your pipes out a little bit more often than others. There's a difference between, going from the car in, a felt bag from the house to a car and then like smoking out of a felt bag or whatever. But if like you walk around with like a backpack and you're going everywhere, walking around town, going on hikes, going left and right, or
Is this a fill me in later story?
No.
No, he's just saying you're gonna get fucking lint in your
Because
pipe.
some people walk around with like pipes in their pockets because they go on long walks and they're just.
Remember when the child lived in my sweatshirt pocket?
Yeah.
And it was a pain in the dick?
This is another one of those moments I'm kind of poking at. Because
Why is he poking the bear today?
Because pipes that get felt in their resin taste like booty.
Well, I mean, resin's already bad enough.
Yeah, resin's awful as is, but we don't need like felt and stuff in there because it also adds like extra to it.
Nobody lives in a felt bag except for my silicone.
I'm not saying like you. I'm saying like people who put it in their backpack and then they leave it there for 3 months and then smoke out of it again. Or just like...
So it's covered in lint. So like as you're hitting it, you're just burning some lint in your bowl.
Today,
some
I
people,
served you some
some
Blue
people
Dream
are just...
with carpet lint.
Like, I know some people that they have pipes stashed everywhere. They have like some in bags for go bags and whatnot, bug out
People
bags.
Like you?
No, I'm not that bad. I'll have a bug out bag.
You have a bathroom pipe.
I have a bathroom pipe so that if I want to smoke in the bathroom, I can smoke in the bathroom and have a pipe right there. Convenience.
Right.
So.
Well, this bull's about dead.
Yeah.
It's dying right quickly here. And so is our segment.
Yeah, that's about it.
Quick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, guess it's time to say bye. Peace. All right, so if you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to share, like, and subscribe to our YouTube and whatever you're on, Spotify. Yeah.
Wherever the hell you are.
We don't
Just
know.
because as much as we could get out there, the better it is for us, And I mean, obviously, it shows that you guys like it. And we appreciate seeing that you guys like it, so we would just love
smile. It really does.
Yeah,
love to see that sub.
Seeing everything, we're gonna get everything here rolling here soon.
So on that set, I also want to say that we have our episode comes out every Friday night. Usually, hopefully, we like to get out about 4:20. Depending on work schedules, it doesn't always work out that way.
But we try.
So you can hear the Ganja People every Friday night after 4:30-ish. Somewhere in the afternoon, evening time.
Yep.
Every single week.
All right.
On that note, we're just going to say we're out. So, just remember, don't let your meatloaf.
Keep it creative.
Keep it dank, Ganja Gang.
Toodaloo, motherfuckers.